Have a park next door to your allotment. Let me show you what I've got. Just turn the camera around. Yum yum yum. Sunday afternoon breakfast. You can't go wrong.
Kitchen garden allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. So then, let's get this video started. So then, after the past 3 days, we've had nothing but rain. We finally got a little bit of sun. It's a little bit windy, so unfortunately, if you can hear wind in the camera, I apologise. The Rode mic's not actually working at the moment. But the other day I had my vaccine booster because I work with the elderly, and I tell you what, the last 3 days have been hell. So I'm glad I didn't come down the allotment. The first and second vaccine was absolutely fine, but the third one, it just whacked me for dead. So today I thought I'd come down the allotment and get a few bits and pieces done. What I've done on plot 2 is I'll take you over and I'll show you what I have been. So then, as I move over to plot 2, you can see it's just starting to come to an end now. There is a few little bits of weeds here, but I was going to rotivate, but as the rest of this country knows, I need petrol and I don't fancy standing in the queue on my bike with a jerry can. So what I thought I would do today is I've pulled most of the carrots out. Over in the pile there, you can just see there's just a few of the small dead leaves and bits and pieces, and there's not that much more to come out at this allotment. There is some beetroot to come out, and I'm going to take a few of them now, and I've also cropped a few parsnips as well. So let's just grab a few beetroot. Let's see the sizes of these beetroot. You don't want to leave them too long because they will go really tough and they won't be very nice eaters. As you can see, there is some smaller ones, and all I do is, because I've got so many, is I just put them over on the bonfire, and when it gets a little bit cooler, a little bit drier, I'll just light a bonfire and we'll have a nice bonfire at the allotment. So I'll get on with this and I'll bring you back in a bit. So then, as you can see, I've cropped the carrots for the year, and they're not massive, but they are straight. So these would be perfect eaters, just to cut down and freeze. Just remembering never to wash the carrots before you use them. A lot of people say leave the tops on, but unfortunately the way I've got to carry them home, I've got to cut all these off, so I'm going to be cutting them all off. Look at the size of that parsnip. Absolutely fantastic sizes this year, and they're all 100% straight. So this is going to be nice in a roast dinner. Talking about food, if you see the Facebook group yesterday, on the Facebook group, you might remember what that's from. For them people who didn't see it, I'm going to put in a bit of a clips now. So you're going to enjoy watching that while I get on and cut all these back. So I'll be back with you very shortly. Just turn the camera around. Yum yum yum. Sunday afternoon breakfast. You can't go wrong. So then, as you can see in our little wheelbarrow here, we have got plenty of carrots. They're not fantastic sizes, but they're big enough to eat. Good enough crop. A lot of these will probably be stored up for the winter, over the winter period, for stews and casseroles and that. Parsnips have turned out absolutely fantastic. It's the first time ever that I have grown fully straight parsnips and carrots, so it shows me that rotavator is actually working and aerating the soil, so I'll be guaranteed to be putting more of them in next year. The beetroot is the perfect size. This is going to be going into either beetroot bread or make some beetroot crisps or even pickle in it, so stay tuned for the winter when I start doing the cooking, and you'll see a lot more of how to store the vegetables from the allotment as well. The runner beans, these runner beans have actually come off of my crop down here, which I'll just take you to. For them subscribers who follow the channel for quite a while, know that I've had my runner beans in this section here, but I've had to take them runner beans out this year because they just failed, and I ended up planting these in at the end of August. And I'll tell you what, these have probably been the best tasting runner beans that I have ever grown. So next year what I think I'll do is keep them later. And I also just put some peas in the front here. This was very late on in the season. If you remember, what did I have in here? I had some the garlic was in here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Let me just pop this open, see how these peas are getting on. So these peas are telling me that they're ready for cropping too. Just look at them. Obviously got to taste one, so let's turn this around and taste it. So one pea, beautiful. I don't even know if they'll make it home or not. So I'm going to get on and harvest these, and I'll bring you back in a second. So then, that's the handful of peas all harvested up. Another thing I'll show you is I went shopping the other day in the range in my local town, and they had these up for 3 for 2. So basically they cost £4 for 3 packets. So I got my winter garlic. Obviously when I turn it over, check the bulbs and make sure they're not soft and they're not old bulbs. But these are exactly the same ones as I brought from Devon back, blimey, about 4 years ago, and I had a fantastic crop off then, and I will have a fantastic crop off now. So basically it says you've got anything up to about November to plant them. What I normally do is I will plant them towards the end of October, probably the last week or two in October, and they will get out and growing, just to give them, I don't want to put them out too early, because if I put them out too early they get too much of a head start, and when the cold weather comes in sometimes it can cause the clove to rot. So basically there I should have, this is more than I've ever planted before. Each one is about 15 on each, so you're looking at about 150 cloves. So hopefully I'm going to get some good garlic for next year, and these will be going over on plot 2. These are the white onions I got. Another deal, 4 for 3, so £4 for the 3, absolutely fantastic. So these got 50 sets in, and obviously when you buy them, make sure that you just give them a squeeze, just to make sure that there's no rotten ones in there. So what I'm going to do is store these up high in the shed to make sure no mouses or anything like that gets to them, and they'll be going out in about a week or 2. I've got the red ones as well. Red onions this year failed quite badly. I've just seen that and it just says 250. Can't be 250 in there. If there is, I've got more than enough for ever. No, there's not 250 in there. I think that's just the range. Doesn't actually say how many you got. I'll tell you what we do, when we plant them out, I'll count every single one of them. But they will be going over on plot 2, so that's another thing looking forward to planting and harvesting probably next June, July time. So you got to think where you're going to put them in through the crops that you're going to plant through next year. I've also, as I was walking around the local area the other day, there was this little notebook, someone put it out for free store, this little whiteboard. I thought it was fantastic for the shed to write any notes on, and also this handy little shelf system here where I can just keep my cloths and bits and pieces in here, and my easy to grab tools just here. So it's always worth having a little rummage around these free stuff you just see outside people's houses. Being part of an allotment, as a lot of you know, you probably do the free stuff as well and probably look out as well. So if I move down, as you can see, the sweet corn's completely done now. I'll just wait for it to dry down, and this will make good kindling for the fire to get it started. Unfortunately, I don't think this sunflower is going to survive very much longer. As you can see, it was a massive one up there, and it looks like something's been helping itself to it down there as well. So it's obviously feeding the wildlife. The only problem I'm going to have is I'm going to have thousands of sunflowers come up in this area. So oh, poor me. So this is a very good way of clearing the beds and sorting out as well. The butternut squash is coming to an end. I've probably got about 6, 7, but they're actually reasonably good sizes. As you can see by this one, it is quite a nice size, and they will be coming home very shortly to make sure the kids don't get them. There's another one over there. So it's all go at the moment at the allotment. Before you ask me, that was meant to be a butternut squash. I've got no bloody ideas. So then we'll have to see. So then guys, as you see, did a little bit of harvesting. As I said, I wanted to get that bloody plot rotivated, but I'm not sitting in the petrol lines with a petrol can on my bicycle. People will think I'm taking the PIS. So I won't be doing that. So I'll just come up here, doing a little bit of harvesting, brung up the onions and garlic so they're ready to go in a couple of weeks, and just having a look over the allotment just to see how it is. And also, as you see from that little clips of the video, I have my breakfast down here. I think it was only £4.50, something like that, from a little stand on where the park is. So I thought, great, I'll go and grab some breakfast. Sorry if the hands have been moving around, the arms are killing a little bit, so everything will be fine soon. So then guys, please, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel to help this channel grow, and also to come along and join the gardening community. So guys, until the next video, I'll catch you later.